I don't know why I keep saying the having a hard time thinking here. Just want to talk about a little bit of I don't know, a little rough time I'm having right now. The last Saturday and Sunday, and then again Wednesday, and today's Friday, I think. Yeah. I keep having some SI going through. It hadn't been bothering me. Last Saturday, like each time I've been thinking about what's been triggering it for me. Each time it seems to be like when I'm trying to connect with kind of my emotions, I'm trying to use my emotions to connect with something and write something down or think of things, and I'm just feeling it's not like connected. So it's triggering some thoughts of escape. And then there was then also the thoughts that I was having these thoughts while I was with family on Saturday. So then I started feeling like, what's the point? And I started having some thoughts about that. But I didn't cycle on it. I was sitting there just telling myself, hey, this is just part of recovery. It's going to take a while for these things to kind of work themselves out. So I was like, okay. And it happened again on so that was the weekend, and on Wednesday a little bit, not very much at all. I was trying to connect with my own emotions and I was working on one of my videos actually, the one that I do edit with Megan. I was just thinking about the subtitles, and then I just kind of was having, I was feeling like disconnected from myself, so I started having that, but it didn't cycle for long. I told my therapist. In fact, I told my sister on the weekend before I left. I just brought my mom down to live with her because I got to work on my own self. And I'm rambling. But that's it. That doesn't bother me. But today it's been bothering me because I spent all day yesterday on the computer. I meant to do things like working out and stretching and getting some food. But there was just a lot of things I was trying to get done, and I wanted to work on that video, and just a lot of those things I'm just trying to get caught up on. I mean, I've been away for most of a week, and not bad. But then I thought today, it's like, no, I want to make sure I get out today. I want to get with the computer. My eyes are hurting me because I just been staring at the screen for too long, and I didn't get away from the computer again today just because just things kept happening and kept having things I wanted to get done, and I know if I stay for too long, it can start really bothering me. So I started having some of these thoughts again, just because I know that I've been overdoing it on the computer. I wanted to do some other things that's good for my head, and it wasn't bothering me at first. I was like, okay, it's gonna pass. It's just part of the process. But today, though, it's been getting worse, and I've been starting to feel more and more like I just want to get out of here. But I know I don't want to leave. I mean, I know I like being alive. There's a lot of things I like, and I know this should pass. This will pass. It's fine. I finally just went and lay down. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel, but I'm also low on sleep. I think part of it is sleep because I'm working on like 2 hours of sleep last night and 3 hours of sleep the night before. And it might be just getting to me, and just all of this stuff is just, I've noticed that if I'm tired, it feels the same way as it feels like when I'm being demotivated. So my brain, maybe I'm wondering if my brain also sometimes is more likely to get depressed because I'm tired, and it feels a similar way, so it gets confused. And so that just makes, or just because you're tired, you're just less resilient. So that could be it too. So I'm just, it'll pass. I know. I gotta find someone I'm gonna talk with someone. I mean, I need to get out of my own head, and I just figured I'm trying to use these videos as a tool to help people, and to know that if you're going through these things, you aren't alone. But I know this will pass. I mean, I know it. I mean, right now I'm not feeling like it will, but logically I know it. So it's cool. It's cool. I mean, it's part of the process. Recovery is non-linear. I do know that. I mean, a lot of it today has been really more focused on it's been triggering to self-hate. I've been telling myself I hate myself. And I know that a lot of times that's when I use the computer too much. I start doing that, usually using games, but I knew I wanted to get off the computer earlier, and there's just like so many things that I want to do, but I gotta balance it better. Something, I don't know. I'm spitballing here. But that's what's bothering me most days, because the self-hate has been cranking up, and that's probably because I'm tired. And just need something. And of course, I want to escape from that, and I don't like having that. But I know that one of the therapists, this is something I was thinking about making a video of this before. I added to my list. The therapist at the hospital, the last day I was at the hospital, she had told me that she couldn't take credit for it. She said one of her patients had said it before, but told me that it said that self-esteem is like an addiction, or rather, self-esteem is an addiction. That clicked on me. It makes sense, because my mind keeps going back to these things and trying to like abuse myself with these negative feelings toward me, which doesn't help. But just like any addiction, you can work your way through it. I know it's possible, especially if you have the help of people that care about you and that you can talk with. I was just trying to nap it off first, but I'm gonna talk with someone, because it's not getting through my own. So before I start really cycling bad, I made a promise to my sisters. I'll call someone. I've already sent a message to one friend, see if they're available. But if not, that's cool. I got some other friends or family. But just understand, if you're experiencing things like this, you're not alone. And it's not permanent. It really isn't. Even when you feel like it's permanent and you feel like you want to give in, and I know it's not. Because I've been having better times, and this is just a dip. It's not a big dip. I mean, I shouldn't make jokes like that. No self-deprecating jokes. It would be funny though. I mean, I can be a dip, but I maybe that's the way I'll leave it. I'm smiling. It just made me laugh. It's funny. But just keep up. Keep your hopes up. Don't give in to it. Think of ways to do things. Make promises to family that you'll talk with them. Maybe. I mean, that's what helped with me, because if I have a promise, I know that I do. I've got something I've decided I'm going to renew every couple of months, and tell them, hey, I'm going to call someone if I feel like I need to, instead of just saying, oh, I'm not going to call you because I'm worried about bothering you. And think of ways that work for you, and know that people, reach out to people that care about you. Heck, if any of this resonates with you, you could feel free, and you're just feeling like something, you can feel free to try to message me on this, send a message to me. I'm not sure how fast I see things, but yeah, I'm glad to talk if needed, on chat for comments or stuff. You never know. I mean, I know I'm not most people's cup of tea. I understand that, but you just never know if someone might resonate with how I present. So that's why I'm putting this out there. There's other people that be like, I'm not their cup of tea. That's perfectly fine. There's a lot of other people out there that people create. There's 7 billion of us, I think, and so it's all cool. It's all cool. If it's not for you, you keep going, and I'll never take offense to that. I understand, but this is just in case if there's just one person that this ever resonates with, and these things, then putting all of this out there and letting the world see this about me is worth it, because we all have struggles, and a lot of the reason why I'm also doing this is because there's a lot of stigma around mental difficulties, and we hold these things in too much, but we're not alone. There's like so many of us, and our society teaches us and to hold things in and to just bottle up, and and that's not good. That makes things worse. And it's always important to know that this isn't all that unusual. It's part of the human experience. Some of us experience these things more deeply than others, or in different ways. I mean, we're all different. We're all different. But it's part of who we are, and it's not as atypical as what we often think it is. So we need to ignore society's wrong-headed traditional aspects of having negative feelings toward people who are struggling emotionally. Some of us just we've all gone through different things, and I'm rambling. This is going way longer than I intended. This is just supposed to be a TikTok. I guess this one's going to be YouTube. YouTube. Yeah, it's about time I did something just for the YouTube channel, and instead of just copying the TikToks over. I think I have rambled on far enough. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm repeating myself if I go any farther. So do what you need to. You can work through it.